Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kaylee. If you are returning, then welcome back. I'm so glad you decided to join me for another video. And if you are new here, then welcome. I'm so glad you found my channel and decided to stop by. I hope you consider subscribing and hitting that little bell notification to be notified every time I post a new video. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. I post a lot of Disney content and some book content, so I hope there is something for all of you here. Today I'm doing part 3 in my series on the top 10 things to do at each of the Disney parks in Walt Disney World. So if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, make sure to go check those out. I did the top 10 things to do at the Magic Kingdom and the top 10 things to do at Epcot. Today I am going to be going to Hollywood Studios, and we will talk about my top 10 must-dos when going to Hollywood Studios. Now remember, these are my personal opinion. There may be things on this list that you personally would rather skip out on, and there's things probably on your list that I'd rather skip out on. So these are just my personal opinions, and I wanted to share them with all of you. And maybe you can leave in the comments some of the top 10 things that you really like to do when going to Hollywood Studios, because there's maybe things that I've missed and haven't tried out yet. So let's get started. So number 10 is the first thing I do when walking into Hollywood Studios is right when you get past the gate where you like tap your magic band and all of that fancy stuff. I don't remember if it's on the right or the left. I want to say it's on the left, but I might be wrong. There is like this stand that has coffee and everything. Best coffee in Hollywood Studios. Highly recommend you stop there and get yourself coffee. Number 9 is must go on Toy Story Mania. It's one of my favorite rides in Hollywood Studios. It's not my number 1, but it is pretty close up there. Just so much fun. I was never able to get a fast pass for that ride. Granted, I only was able to go to Hollywood Studios twice during my program because we were blocked out the whole time. So it wasn't easy for me to get into that park. But I waited probably an hour and a half to ride that ride. Don't care, no shame, have to ride it. Number 8 is eat at 50's Primetime. If you have never been to 50's Primetime, I highly recommend it. The food is decent. It's not amazing. It's nothing to really rave over, but it's decent. But the whole atmosphere, it's like you're in a 50's house style and everything. The waiters and waitresses treat you as if like you're a sibling or a child of them. So the women are the mothers and the men are like brothers or something, and they'll treat you just like as if they were like your 50's mother or whatever. It's really funny. It's a great time. Definitely recommend it. Number 7 is to get an adult root beer float. Now these are just amazing. I love root beer floats in general, but adding some alcohol is a little fun. Only if you're 21 and older though. I know in some other countries the drinking age is like 18 or whatever, but in the US, even if you are from another country that the drinking age is lower, if you are at Walt Disney World in the US, they cannot serve you unless you are 21 or older. It doesn't matter what your home country's legal drinking age is. Number 6 is to meet Woody in Toy Story Land. This is just a must-do. Like, come on. So much fun. Character meets in general are a lot of fun, but meeting Woody in Toy Story Land when, like, they made everything so big that it's like you're the size of a toy, so much fun. Number 5 is take in all of Galaxy's Edge. You don't even have to do a ton in Galaxy's Edge, but just take it all in. Take in the scenery, take in all the characters just walking around. Amazing. I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan. I don't even know all the Star Wars characters. I've only watched one of the Star Wars movies. But Galaxy's Edge is just like, it's breathtaking. It's amazing. Number 4 is must go on Smuggler's Run. As I just said, I'm not a big Star Wars person. don't know a lot about Star Wars, but that ride is so much fun. So much fun. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Number 3 is to go on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Now, I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about this ride because it replaced the Great Movie Ride, and everyone was devastated when that ride left, myself included. I do really miss the Great Movie Ride, but Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is so much fun. Highly recommend. Number 2 is Rock and Roller Coaster. Now, that is my favorite ride at Hollywood Studios, is Rock and Roller Coaster. It's so much fun. Like I mentioned in the first video of this series with Magic Kingdom, it's not like Space Mountain at all, except for the fact that it's dark. That's the only similarity. But I like the aspect that it's dark and you can't see when there's going to be a drop, or in the case of Rock and Roller Coaster, when you're going to go upside down, because it's just intensifies the suspense. It's just so suspenseful, and I love it. Number 1, Fantasmic. Fantasmic is my favorite show at Disney World, my favorite nighttime show at Disney World. Absolutely amazing. Love that one. Everyone says the Fantasmic at Disneyland is far superior, and when I get out to Disneyland, that is like the number 1 thing that I must do when I go to Disneyland for the first time, is see Fantasmic, because I just can't imagine anything better than Fantasmic. And you guys are saying that the one at Disneyland is far superior, and I'll take your word for that until I can get there, but I just need to see that for myself, because Fantasmic is hands down the best thing ever, in my opinion. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with any of the things that I have on my list of must-dos at Hollywood Studios, and also let me know some of your other must-dos at Hollywood Studios that I did not mention. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.